Well, Mark, I only know Alan Merritt because I was in Beach Home in 1971. I was there for 2 years, and when I left there, they put me into a mental hospital at 13 years old. My mum got a barrister and got me released and got the social worker sacked. Going back to 1973, I'm now 63 years old. Alan Merritt, he is a two-faced cunt. That man will side with anyone, whatever suits him at the time. He's not a genuine person. All the people that Alan's mixed up with, they're all nutcases. They're all crazy. I think that he buys them. I think he gives them money. When you see them going out to dinner, I think he pays for everything. His wife was called Kathy. Well, when Kathy died, Kathy's knees put up. While my aunt was in the hospice dying, that thing, Alan Merritt, was going up and down the motorway on his jolly way, going to all different demos. He drew all the money out of the bank and said all the gold was stolen. Now he's loaded with money from Kathy's death. He didn't give a shit about it. Well, he wants to have it off with that Auntie Marie. He told me he wanted to lick her cunt out and fuck her and all that. He's a dirty old sod. He's only 5 years older than I am. I cancelled my subscription to Wake Up UK because Alan Merritt was running gay people down, and I'm a gay man, and so was Sue Peake. I've fallen out of her as well. Another woman called Jackie Lowry, this fat ugly thing. He was just really irritated me, Alan Merritt. I don't give a shit what happens to him. If somebody smashes his face in, it will serve him right. He's got too big-headed. He thinks he's John Wedger. He thinks he's a bloody journalist. He's no journalist. What? He comes from the same area that I come from, in Hammersmith, Shepherd's Bush in London. We come from exactly the same place. He comes from the slums. That's where he comes from. I know where he lives because I come from the same place. But I live in Christchurch in Dorset. I live near the sea. I've got a 2-bedroom house, but I have to pay bedroom tax. And also, Mark, if he really loved his wife, he wouldn't have been going to depots while his wife was dying in the hospice. He would have stayed by her side. But Alan Merritt, he thinks he knows it all, done it all. When he's with Tinkerbell and, Andy Marie, he's buying them and giving them all money. I'm sure of it. I'm sure that he buys people because he's loaded with money. Well, all I can say, Mark, is that Alan Merritt is fucking stupid. He gets himself involved with some really stupid people.
Oh, welcome everyone. Sorry about that. As you can hear lovely sheep noise there. It's a sheep noise. You can hear the bah. Enough of that. Enough of that. Wow, what a day, ladies and gentlemen. What a day. Angela Rayner, our Angela Rayner, she's quit the government. There's been a cabinet reshuffle, and let's get it up. You just couldn't make it up. David Lammy is now Deputy Prime Minister. David Lammy, Deputy Prime Minister. Yvette Cooper, new Foreign Secretary, and Shabana Mahmood becomes Home Secretary, who I think is going to have to be in charge of the grooming gang report. So there's probably not a lot of people happy with that. And she's pro-Gaza as well. What I think is Keir Starmer knows he's got to support Muslims, even though he hasn't through Israel. You know, that's why a load of Muslim councillors left Oldham Council, because of the Israel thing. And he sided with Israel. Don't forget, our politicians get hundreds of thousands of pounds in gifts, lavish gifts off the Middle East Forum, and that influences our politics. I've said it all along. Angela Rayner's gone, guys, and I did say, you can look back on some of my videos, and I did say that Angela Rayner, there's a very good chance her seat would go. And I've been told that statistics are telling me that Reform are going to get that seat. That's what I'm being told. Yeah, through Darren Grimes, a graph here, 39%, 39% gain from Labour, and Labour are on 30%. Angela was going to keep her seat, guys. She wasn't going to keep her seat. Unbelievable. You couldn't make it up, as we say in the scene. You couldn't make it up. Steve Reid takes over Rayner's former housing brief. All right, here's a breakdown of everyone else. Pat McFadden, appointed Secretary of State for Work and Pensions. Steve Reid, former Environment Secretary, takes up Rayner's old post as Housing Secretary. Emma Reynolds will replace Reid as Environment Secretary. Peter Kyle becomes Business Secretary, previously held by Jonathan Reynolds. Instead, Jonathan Reynolds will become the new Governor Chief Whip. Liz Kendall will take old post as Science Secretary. Lisa Nandy will remain Culture Secretary despite months of briefing against her. Ooh, Lisa Nandy. Meanwhile, Rachel Rees retains her role as Chancellor. David Lammy, Deputy Prime Minister. Yvette Cooper, Foreign Secretary. Shabana Mahmood, Home Secretary. Ian Murray is no longer Secretary of State for Scotland and expressed his disappointment. It'll be Douglas Alexander who now takes up his role. Lucy Powell was the leader of the House of Commons, has also left the government. We now know she'll be replaced by Alan Campbell. Wow, guys, just absolute wow. You just couldn't make it up. But that's just like unbelievable today. But Angela's job will go in. And you know what, Angela? We're not going to apologise. This is unapologetic. You brought it on yourself. I think she's worth 4 million now. Great for a council kid who grew up and all that lot. She got into the political world and done the same as all the rest of them. started earning a fortune, and she's on a third house and stuff like that. Wow, the pay of the Prime Minister. But it was a while back where she got called out for donations. Just let me see if I can find that clip. Can't find it. There was some Tory MP called her out on donations when she was calling other people out on donations. You couldn't make it up, guys. Honestly, you know, I could go into it all day long, but you couldn't make it up. You couldn't make it up. Good evening, Antonella. Yes, Tommy. Good evening, Ravinda. Good evening. I'll be speaking to you sometime tomorrow. You just take it easy, girl. Yeah, in Bath there. You just take it easy. Say hello to Clive for me as well, please. So yeah, good evening, Nathan. Yes, Dorothy. Dorothy Lord's in the house with me tomorrow. Going viral. Watch out for any YouTube streams, TikToks. Dorothy Lord is going viral tomorrow. I promise you, viral. We're in the ice. We're in the ice. 11 o'clock sharp, Dorothy. 16 in the house. Come on, get sharing. Unapologetic chat tonight with Big John. I might see if I can. If he'll come on, he might come on. So we can get my mate Cozzy on. Yeah, so yeah, let me tell you what happened. So weekend just gone. Saturday I went to a demo. A lot of people would have seen me online, suited up, Union Jack stuff on. And some lads have approached me, said they want to put some flags up in Oldham tomorrow. Do you suggest somewhere? So I suggested Egerton Street where I live. And so one of the lads put a post on Facebook, said, we're meeting at Wetherspoons, putting a few flags up. You know, no nasty comments or anything. You know, we didn't you know, keep it secret. And then I got to Wetherspoons about 11 to have my breakfast. And I noticed a woman putting the chairs that are outside to the side. I said, is it going to be bad weather? She went, no, it's going to be a riot. So the lads have come. There's 4 of us now. And then we set off then. And then as we got out the corner and we looked up the road, there was a police van there. So I went up to the police and said, look, what are you doing? You know what I mean? You're making business shut down because we're putting a couple of flags up on Egerton Street, which isn't even in the town centre. I went mad, me. I went mad, and I did a video after and called out the council and the police. But this is what they're like. They make a mountain out of a molehill. You know, the post wasn't derogatory. It didn't say we're steaming round town, we're, you know, or anything. We're just putting a couple of flags up. We had a large pair of ladders and a van. So the lads have parked them up, the van, with the ladders in, and then come to Wetherspoons, had a brew, and then we've gone out. That's what it was. And I was just filming. I didn't physically help myself, but I was just filming. But the flags are still up. But I'm just annoyed that the police said it was going to be a riot. That's what they've said to Weatherspoons. So now, you know, like the way they're going, they're scaring businesses and stuff like that. So I called them out on a video. Called them out on a video. Oh, Will, thank you, Gosha. Thank you. Thank you very much, love. Thank you very much. Hopefully, well, I'll be seeing you in person eventually. So that'll be great. And sausages. Bring some sausages with you. That's what I'm saying. Definitely bring some Polish sausages with you. They are nice, especially on a barbecue. But yeah, good evening, girl. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching me. Thank you very much. Unapologetic, guys. I'm not going to apologize for anything. Yes, I got triggered a couple of months back. I still haven't forgiven people, and I don't want to forgive them yet. And I'm still angry, and I'll be truthful and I'll admit it. So that's how it's going to be, and that's why I'm doing this kind of stream, so I can vent a little bit. You know what I mean? And it's not just me, it's what's happening to other people. It's what's happening to other people that's getting me edgy up. Why I don't want to forgive. Oh, yes, yes, yes. More. Well, his video comes on at the end, and it's a James Goddard special delivery, but we will get round to it. Very questionable things on it. Oh, nice one, nice one. Hey, thank you very much. Unapologetic, guys. I'm not going to apologize for anything. The only time I will apologize if I haven't been as cheeky or as bad enough, that's when I'll apologize. That's when I'll apologize. But other than that, it's how it goes. So you couldn't make it up. Big changes in the government today. People aren't happy. Certainly not happy with some of them positions. David Lammy, Deputy Prime Minister. You couldn't make it up. Now, if he ever made Prime Minister, is he from the Caribbean? Oh, Guyanese. But yeah, if he made Prime Minister, he would be the first Guyanese Prime Minister. You know, you just couldn't make it up what the UK is like after we had Rishi Sunak in. Oh, you couldn't make it up. You couldn't make it up. But yeah, so big changes in the government. Angela Rayner's out. And I said this, I predicted several times that one of the big three up here will be going Deborah Abrams, Jim McMahon, or Angela Rayner. And Angela Rayner has gone. Scandal surrounding her. 3 houses worth 4 million. I'm a working class girl, me. I started off with nothing. Wow, she'd done well with 4 million and three nice houses. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. If we don't get involved in politics, all that will stay the same. That's why I'm getting involved in politics. Big shout out to Antonella Venice in the chat. Please look at Antonella's stream. She's done several good points on issues that we've got lately. So please watch for a stream. I will actually put a link in chat, actually. That's probably a better thing to do. Get some more subscribers and get sharing the little videos. There they go in the chat. There they go in the chat. I'm live on X as well. I am gonna actually get me X on now and do some sharing on it. That's what I want to do. But yeah. So big things. I'm at Victoria Hotel tomorrow with Dorothy. Dorothy Lord's gonna go viral. She's gonna go viral. Gonna go viral, I tell you. Unapologetic chat. Thank you very much, everyone. On Tuesday's NHP UK Party Talk, we've got you. I forget his second name. You, Anthony, prioritise Britain. Very active at the moment in demonstrations, videos, and stuff like that. But we've got him on Tuesday. Next week, actually, next week we've got a Patreon called Phil, and Music for Mental Health is his channel. Let me just get it up. Right, I've got to find it. Got to find it. I've got to find it. I've got to find it. So he guitars, he guitars songs, Phil, and he's on a bit of a journey. He's on a bit of a journey, and he's doing some mental health talks up there in the northeast. So we're going to get Phil on next Friday, and I'll have a little flyer for him, and he'll come on. He's doing a couple of tunes for us, and I'll try and get another couple of people on. But he wants to support men with mental health, which is a very important thing. You might have heard me talking about the war on men and how men are being so mistreated, brainwashed, feminized, and they're losing their identity. So we've got Phil on. I'll show you. Let me put some up. Let me get some up for you. Let me just see if I can share screen. So Phil's playing guitar, by the way. Summer is coming fast. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends. So that's Phil. Got Phil on next Friday. I've good chat with Phil. I met him in the northeast. He spent time coming out on a demo that we had up in Stockton-on-Tees, and I was fortunate enough to stay at his house overnight with Arlene as well. So Phil will be on next Friday, and it'll be Phil's night. He'll talk about what he's been doing, and we'll play. He's going to play a couple of songs, or guitar, couple of tunes live, and that'll be next Friday. Next Friday, guys. So don't worry, I'll make sure there's a flyer up, and I'll share it to all platforms, and there'll be reminders sent out to everyone and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so You couldn't make it up. You really couldn't. Angela Rayner. The Red Devil, I call her. The Space Boot Girl, I tell you. And she's one of my pin-ups. Should he have said that? Should he have said that? So, unfortunately, it was a funeral today. I just want to give a big shout out to Cy Boss. Cy was a lifelong Oldham Athletic fan, really well known in the town, and he were also supported me by voting for me. So, and he believed in me as well. So, big shout out to Cy Boss. It was his funeral today on Hollins Road. So it been a bit emotional, like today, and he was just a top lad. It was like a lot like Tom, our Tom. Tom voted for me, believed in me, and he also ran in them elections. And Si was well known, just over 60, very well known in the area, and he believed in me. And I knocked on his door one day, brought me into his house, showed me his football memorabilia and stuff like that. All his football memorabilia, guys, has gone to Oldham Athletic. And then I'm going to do a personal stand for Cy Boss. Cy Boss, that's what they're going to do. But he was a top guy, and he believed in me as well. And he voted for me while I was running in the elections. And you know, I don't forget that. I don't forget them kind of people who invite me into their home and nice with the words and all that. And that's what Cy were like. And obviously, well, not obviously, but he was fortunate that Cy and my mum had met a couple of times at a place near where I live, St Anne's Rugby Club, for soul nights. And that's where I first met Cy 3-4 years ago. But he was a great lad. So God bless you, Cy. Brilliant turnout today by everyone. Hollins Road is packed. He had his wake at 3 different pubs on the road. The Britannia, the White House, and the Welcome. So God bless him. We had a drink for him, ate some meat and potato pie as well, and I raised our glasses for him. So God bless you, Si. You won't be forgotten. And thank you very much, mate, for believing in Big John. Thank you very much, mate. I can't say any more than that, because that's what I like. I like people to believe that, you know, I'm doing the right thing and stuff. And Si was one of them people, guys. He was one of them people. As much as you lot believe in me, Si believed in me. So God bless you, mate. We won't forget you. Thank you very much. So anyway, I've got a new noise. I've got a new noise for people. It's called the sheep noise. Let's just get it on again. Let's just get it on again. There were a cow in there as well. So we'll have that noise when we're talking about particular people in the future or anything like that. We will have that noise on. But yeah, that's the sheep noise. Tinklers, I think. How did Joe say it? Tinkling or tinklers or something like that. But yeah, thank you very much. I'm gonna cut off in 10 minutes anyway. Before 10, I want to get out, and I've got to get to the shop and do a couple of things. I've got to get ready for tomorrow as well. And next week, I should be at the camp, actually, next week. So my Friday Night Live will be from the camp. Hopefully, it'll all go okay. We'll get Phil on. And hopefully, I've got another couple of guests lined up to come on as well. But that'll be next Friday, next Friday. But yeah, so Things are hotting up in government, ladies and gentlemen. They certainly are. We couldn't get more than what's going on right now. Is it good for us? Yes. The change is good. It's making it easier for people to get local council seats and stuff like that. Let me see if I can get the chat. I'm sure I can put the chat up on the screen somewhere. Sure, I can do that. Sure, I can do it. Could have sworn it let me put the chat up before into the stream. Not letting me do it now. No, I thought I could put the chat in the side of the box so everyone can see. But nevertheless, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Unapologetic tonight. Bit less on the swearing, more focused. Busy day tomorrow with Dorothy, and we'll be down Victoria Hotel about 12 o'clock, and hopefully there'll be a lot of people there. Obviously, the big demo's on next week, and there'll be plenty of sheep going there. Plenty of sheep, not all of them, but plenty. Rather than we should be standing in our communities and standing up for ourselves in local elections. That's what I believe in, and that's where we're headed. Yeah, so the backdrop you see is the back of the clubhouse at the camp, but that was took a couple of years ago, but it's well worn out now, that through weather, so it needs a lick of paint. So that'll be one of my jobs when over the next when I'm going down, when I've got time, is to paint the back of that clubhouse, because like I said, it's a bit weathered now. I haven't got a picture of it, but it's very weathered. Needs a nice lick of paint. But thank you very much, anyone who's joining for the first time. Being more than apologetic. Yeah, cows were cowbells, they do, but it is a flock of sheep, that, actually. It is actually a flock of sheep. There might be a cow there, but it is definitely a flock of sheep. But yeah, anyway, Tommy Trump, you know, Big John don't do anything by half. So when I say I've got big guests on, I've got big guests on. I'm really shared this on Twitter, and I should be doing. Right, I'm going to give you a couple more minutes, and then I'm off. And I've got a lot of stuff to do tonight before I even settle down, and I'm tired as well. I'm going to tag the Jewish Chronicle, Avon Somerset Police, Good Law Project, Simon Fell, ex-MP of Cumbria, and because them horrible people say things like they've tried to contact me when they haven't contacted me and say a lot of nasty things about the camp. So I always tag them in my posts on Twitter. Then I'll go, definitely the Jewish Chronicle. I go to, nothing against like them, but like if you're going to accuse me of doing something and you say things like you've tried to contact me for a statement and you haven't, then you are the enemy of me. You are the enemy of me. I'm sorry. I've got to say it. Not going to apologize. I don't care what anyone thinks. If you're into Zionism or anything, or you support them, I don't care. Right? They lied and said they tried to get in contact with me for a statement. Put this out in the media. They lied. They lied. And they've never tried to contact me. So stuff them. Stuff them. So I'm going to apologize. I'm not going to apologize. Not going to apologize. You can call me any name you want, but I'm not going to apologize. That's what you get. So I copy the link and I go on the post and post it in the messages. And I don't care. Phone the police. Complain to the Electoral Commission. You lied. You lied, guys. Jewish Chronicle lied. Oh, we've contacted John Lawrence for a statement. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Unapologetic. And I'm not going to apologize to any of you. This is a show. This is a show. And I'm not gonna apologize. No chance. So I always bomb some of their tweets. Simon Fell, MP, gonna get onto his. Oh, he's blocked me. He's blocked me. He's blocked me. Good Law Project. I don't think they blocked me. Yeah. Get onto theirs now. And post it on theirs. And I don't care. Complain about me. Complain, phone the police. You lied. You said you contacted me, you didn't, and it was an article online. You just total scumbags. That's why we don't need outside influence into our politics right now. They pay off our politicians, these guys. Honestly, I'm not having it, me. I'm not having it. No, I'm not going to apologize, guys. I'm not. Good Law Project. J.K. Rowling is threatening to sue our founder, Joe Magham, unless we back down, because they're calling her all sorts of names and all that because of that trans thing. These horrible people, and these people have so much influence in our politicians. Well, yeah, so that's Avon Somerset Police now. Avon Somerset Police. And I'll probably do a little post like 1 million pounds on a false, fake raid on the PTSD camp Bath. So the Avon Somerset Police, £1 million on a false fake raid on the PTSD camp Bath. killing animals and causing distress and NFA after 3 years. So that's sent to them. Just making, I always want to make them aware that, like, you know, I know that they know that I know that they know that I bloody know. I fake there. But it's only fair if I can't get in trouble for being like that with them when they've lied. They've lied about me, lied. Just like the left lie about me, they've lied. So, you know, unapologetic. Anyway, guys, I'm going. Good luck. Good luck to everyone who's demoing. Me and Dorothy, you'll see us on. Oh, I'm probably going to do YouTube if I can tomorrow rather than TikTok. But I might do a TikTok. But you'll see us. Hopefully, all the auditors will be there, and we'll get them all talking to Dorothy and get Dorothy speaking as well. We've got the equipment. Kindly donated by Peter Brown there, who will be in the next few weeks coming down with us. But God bless you all, and I'll see you next Friday. Don't forget, we're coming out with something as well, guys. Don't worry. The media's on it. We're coming out with a James Goddard special.
Look, I fought for this fucking country, right? I fought for this country. I'm a fella.
I was never been a veteran, right?
I fought for this fucking country, right? I fought for this country.
I was never been a veteran, right? And I was.
This is Glenn Saffer. Is this a man you can trust? Is this a man you want playing a role in remigration protests? He openly calls for violence against people whose politics he disagrees with. He threatens to send his black and mixed-race friends round to the houses of nationalists. I don't believe you can trust him, and I certainly don't believe a man like this should be campaigning for the safety of women and children, given what you're about to find out in this video. Buckle up, it's time for the truth about Saffer.
The nonce allegations and accusations. What you're about to hear is a message that was sent by an anonymous source to Glenn Saffer. Forwarded, why don't you back off, you nonce, or karma will bite you in the ass. Stop trying to chase the fame. You're a liability to the main cause and to all the way up. Stop trying to be a glory hunter and a selfish cunt for your own purpose and think of the bigger picture. For fuck's sake, you're a wrong'un, and need to sit silent before someone gets wind of your sex with a minor charge and that fucks up the man we can't mention. Use your fucking brain, ya prick. Stop looking for your own fame, bollocks, use your head, ya thick cunt. Because I'm sick of knowing the truth and others are too. Fuck off and do what's right. For the bigger picture. Because your past will jeopardize everything. By all accounts, Glenn Saffer was charged and convicted in 1984 for sex with a minor. In layman's terms, that makes him a nonce. At the end of 2018 or the start of 2019, Saffer's daughter wrote a distressing post on Facebook saying that her dad was a paedophile. She then received a phone call off a certain somebody demanding she take the post down as it could ruin his movement. The last time allegations surfaced and were spoken about was a few years ago. However, due to tragic death of Glenn's son, Saffer went AWOL, but the allegations remained to people in the know. For context, a couple of my anonymous sources grew up with Saffer in East London. Glenn disappeared from London in about 1983-1984 as West Ham fan. He then resurfaced in Norwich as a Tottenham fan. Very, very bizarre. So if these allegations are lies and he hasn't been convicted, then he'll have no problem releasing his criminal record, will he?
Glenn,
I noticed you've got a VIN hoodie on.
Yes.
Could you tell me about the VIN hoodie?
Yeah, the veteran needs is there's 6 veterans involved.
Yeah.
It's all charity registered. It's going to be charity registered. They're with the CEO at the moment, just waiting for a charity registered number, which could take up.
Now for the truth about VIN. This fake charity was set up between Safa and his fellow grifters. Here's where it gets sinister. Sarah Baker, along with her husband James Baker and stable hand Darren Laker, was sentenced in February 2024 for causing unnecessary suffering to a group of Shetland ponies and other animals at their horse therapy centre, Family Nest Therapy, in Parr, Cornwall. The couple received suspended prison sentences and were banned for life from owning any animals, following the discovery of the ponies in a severely emaciated and neglected state, with some having bones showing through their skin and paint from children's parties still on their coats. The case, which involved 14 horses and ponies, a donkey, and a goat, was described by the judge as one of the worst cases of animal neglect he had ever seen. Just to clarify, Sarah Baker and James Baker have been banned from running charities and owning animals because of the appalling treatment she inflicted on innocent animals. They are the public faces of this so-called charity, which according to Glenn isn't a charity. So if it isn't a charity, why are they collecting money? There has been no new posts on their TikTok account for nearly 3 months because they know they've been rumbled. Glenn's rapist friend Mr. Dean Stott. Now Glenn claims to care about the safety of women and children, yet at the same time he's really good friends with convicted rapist Mr. Dean Stott. Safa even threatened people on behalf of Mr. Stott and labelled the victim of rape as a liar.
I've been involved with veterans because my son was a veteran. I've been involved with veterans because my son was a veteran. I've been involved with veterans because my son was a veteran.
Glenn's son isn't a veteran. His son is currently in prison for breaching a domestic violence order in Swaffham. Yet another lie exposed. Safa is a compulsive liar and poses a danger to the entire movement. Why, oh why hasn't Tommy Robinson called him out?
Who's behind it? Once we find these addresses, yeah, we need to stand outside and we need to do a live on YouTube or TikTok and say these are the Nazis. Right, these are the people we not stand with, all right, and let the immigrants, or not the immigrants, or let the black lads, or the mixed race lads, the people who are against Nazism, which we are, let them sort it out then. Because this was in London, mate, they'd have their windows put in. What I think we need to do, Sarah, we need to go and knock at these cunts' doors, mate. We've got to call these cunts out, mate. We've got to call these cunts out. But someone needs to find me that bloke, his name, and I'm knocking on his door, mate. I'll be go there driving to his door and I'll be knocking on his door.
I'm telling you now, I'm fucking Jewish, right?
I'm Jewish.
I'm telling you now, I'm fucking Jewish, right?
I'm Jewish.
I'm telling you now, I'm fucking Jewish, right?
Now for the conclusion. Glenn Safa must be ostracized from the movement as a whole, before he brings it into disrepute. In this video I have proven beyond doubt that Safa is a compulsive liar and a fake veteran that uses the suffering of army heroes to line his own pocket. He set up a fake charity with people banned from running charities due to their neglect and mistreatment of the animals. He claims his son is an army veteran, yet I've proved he's in prison for domestic violence. He's friends with a rapist, and even threatens people on behalf of the rapist. You've also heard the voice notes of him attempting to dox the houses of nationalists on live streams so that his black and mixed race friends can go and attack them. Tommy Robinson and many others know all about Safa, but they choose to stay silent, which means they're complicit. Safa is used by TR to stifle any organic dissent against the regime into blind worship of Tommy. Glenn is a self-confessed Jew who is actively working against the interests of the native population. Tommy has called out fake veterans in the past. Ask yourself, why does he stay silent on all the allegations against Glenn? Thank you for watching, and please make sure you share this video far and wide.